creatives. I just figured we'd do like a chill, laid back sketchbook spread. I did this sketch, the two sketches that I'm gonna do, I did that while sitting on my couch as usual. I can't sit down and just do nothing on the couch, so I take my sketchbook with me and I make art. And I have a lot of sketches to get through, so I'm thinking this is gonna be like a series where I just put some color on my sketches because I can't sit on the couch with jelly wash, and sometimes I can sit on the couch and color in my sketches, but for the most part when I'm sitting down on the couch, it's a lot easier to just do a sketch and think about colors later. So that's usually what I do, and it's cool, you know. I get to spend the rest of it, you know, the rest of the art session just hanging out with you, so win-win, right? So this one piece right here, I don't know, I wanted to make a sign. Like, it had nothing to do with the girl at all. I wanted a sign that had, like, you know, the little wooden planks and the nail keeping the planks together to make the whatever, the little blurb that they wanted to put on the sign. So that's my logic behind, like that's my reason for making this piece right here. I just wanted to make a sign with wooden planks and nails. And I really like it. It came out so cute. It's very loose. The painting is very loose. The sketch is very loose, and it's fun. And I had a lot of fun sketching it, but I also had a lot of fun painting it. I definitely feel like my progression with painting and I guess getting loose or just feeling okay with the color, or just having the knowledge. I don't even know how to explain it, but there's definitely in this, like, especially while I was doing this painting, there was definitely a feeling of like, I got this. When usually when I start painting, I'm like, oh my God, what if I mess it up? What if I put the wrong color? What if all these little doubts creep into my head? And it kind of sucks, but it also, it helps and it doesn't help. I was going to say it helps, but sometimes it doesn't help because it keeps me from pushing myself or just like experimenting and trying new things. And, you know, that's what this is all about. That's what the journey is all about, right? Experimenting, trying new things, seeing if things work. And I really have to get over the fear of messing it up. I'm doing like quotations, like messing it up, because if you learned something from it, did you really mess it up? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's a sketchbook, number one, and you're painting, number two. You can paint right over it. You can paint right over it. You could put a sticky note on top of it. You can cover it like it never happened. There's so many options. So why do I always do that to myself, where I kind of like psych myself out to being like worried about the end result? But with this piece, I wasn't, and it was really nice. It's very nice to see that the progression, the full circle, or to feel it while you're doing a piece, because I enjoy this and I really want this to be my future. I want to be able to say that I support my family making art. I want this for me. So any growth that I have during my sketchbook sessions is hopefully, potentially, the growth that I need to go further in my journey. And since I'm talking about it, while I have your ear, I just want to thank you for being a part of that, because I don't know, it feels nice to know that, number one, there's a community willing and able to be supportive of one another. But it's also nice to have the encouragement, the little kind comment on a video, without even knowing the encouragement that I needed. You know what I mean? And the little blurb. And it might not even be an encouraging blurb. It might just be, hey, creative, or something. Like, it just might, but sometimes it's just what I need, to be honest with you. Is that weird? I don't know. It feels nice. I don't go to school for art. I didn't learn art the traditional way with going to school and everything. And I don't have an instructor telling me that I'm doing anything wrong or right, or keep doing this, or maybe you should change that. Everything is coming out of my brain and what I learn via YouTube. And so it's nice. It's nice to see the progress, and also it's nice to have the community. Yeah. So when I showed my daughter the sketch, it wasn't even the painting yet. When I showed my daughter the sketch, she said, oh, she's in for it. She's not going to make it to the end of the movie. And I thought it was just so funny, because it kind of did give me those vibes. Like, there's going to be an alien invasion and she's not going to make it to the end. Look at her. She's just adorable. But, she's just not going to make it. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know her story. You don't know her story. She might make it. She might just be like gangster and like wreck shop, on these alien fools. Who knows what's going to happen with her? So, yeah. Also, what I attempted to do, and I think I did really good, to be honest with you. I'm patting myself on the back over here. But what I attempted to do with this piece was to do the line work, like with the gouache. Usually I'll do the line work with pencil and go in like that. But I just wanted to try and see if it was even something that I can remotely attempt to do. I think I succeeded in the line work. There are some things that kind of got lost in translation, I feel like, while I was painting this piece. But for the most part, I love it. I love the fuzzy background that's not a background, but it is a background, and the live bait sign that I still haven't finished making, but you'll see it when it happens. And even here, where I kind of like went a little too much on her face, I didn't like panic. I just went over it again. You know what I mean? And I feel like that comes with messing up a whole bunch. Messing up a whole bunch helps you grow. How about that? Yeah, it definitely helps you grow. It does. Yeah, I'm gonna let this one finish up, and then I'll see you back when I get to the next piece. Actually, before I move on to the next piece, I had taken a break, and at the door there was mail and it was goodies. So I wanted to show you the goodies that I got because, I mean, why not, right? So the first goodie that I got is actually a Christmas gift for my daughter. And now my daughter, she loves anything anime. She has a couple of animes that she's watching right now that she's like definitely like, that's my jam kind of thing. So there's these earrings that one of the characters wear, and she's always drawing them, and she's hinted at, you know, wanting to get a pair. And so, you know, your girl shops on AliExpress, and they had it on AliExpress, so I was like, okay, let's go. And aren't they cute? They're so cute. She'll probably just wear one and I'm okay with that, whatever. And then these are characters from Bungo Stray Dogs, and I also got this on AliExpress. But Bungo Stray Dogs is good. I like it. A little dark at some points with Dazai, but besides that, I really like the show. I'm enjoying it. Oh, and the other special character. They're yeah. We're not going to get into it. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just know that there's a couple of sketchy things that happen in that show, but for the most part, the show itself is really good. I like the story. And moving on to a fellow YouTuber that I supported her Kickstart. Her name is Steph, and her channel is Average Artist, The Average Artist. And she does like scary comic books. And to be honest with you, I'm not that into like that kind of stuff, but I am into her art. I love her art. I love the way she just makes things come together. She doesn't really sketch much, and she just puts stuff on a paper and it turns into like art. It's wonderful. I love it. I can't wait to read her books. I ended up getting like the highest tier of the Kickstarter because I never had purchased any of her previous books, and she was offering that in her tier, so I got that. Here I'm just trying to save the sticker that she put on the box because hello, that's a nice sticker. I'm not throwing that out, and it's on my gouache forever, or until it comes off. Hopefully it doesn't, but yeah. So with the Kickstarter, you get all of her previous books that she's written, and some stickers and a keychain, and then that really pretty card with all the doodles on it, which I love. How about this keychain? How creepy is it? I love it. I love it. And then you have the stickers. I think they glow in the dark, but I'm not sure, and I haven't checked yet. So stay tuned for that. If they glow, if I try it out before I put this video out, I'll put it down on the bottom somewhere and let you know. Okay, speaking about aliens, I don't know what made me draw this character, but I mean, come on, she's adorable. I know she has 4 eyes plus the glasses, so 6, and the glasses don't make any sense, but I mean, listen, if you can't not make sense with art, then where do you do it? Like, where do you do it? I love nonsensical art. I love that when we make art, it doesn't have to follow any kind of rule or law. If you want to draw something or paint something or create something, do it, right? If that's what you want to do, do it. If you're worried about what other people say and you only want to put, you know, what you know people are gonna like, hey, go ahead and do that. But I don't know if anybody's gonna like this piece, but I know I do, and I want to share it with you because I really, really do like this piece. I think she's adorable. I love the freaking oversized glasses because, I mean, come on. They're oversized and adorable. And how about her messy, weird hairstyle? Like, what is that? Now, here's another thing. Is that the alien that's gonna attack little girl on the other side selling live bait? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that I love this character that I made. I love the story that my daughter has now etched into my brain about the previous sketch painting, and I'm here for it all. I wanted to try something new with like a hairstyle, and I wanted it to be like exaggerated, like something that maybe you can do in for real life and maybe you can't, and I'm okay with both. And I really like the way that came out. Now, can we talk about her mouth right now? When I was painting this, I'm like, I'm getting Angela Bassett lips vibes. And if you don't know who Angela Bassett is, you should, because I don't remember people's names, but I remember her name. She's dope. She's fierce. She's fly. You should know who she is. I'll put a picture up so that you know. You have to know. You absolutely have to know. Anyway. I feel like because I did the first painting and then I, besides the little break I took, I came back and I did this painting afterwards. I felt loose and a little bit more confident than I would if this had been my first painting. You know what I mean? So I just like throw caution in the wind and I do it, and I like the way it came out. I love the way everything came out with this piece. I love her hair. I love the background. And can I just tell you that the only reason why I chose that background is I have colors in my jelly gouache that I ignore. I don't use. And I need to stop avoiding specific colors because, and this is just my personal opinion for me and my growth, there are colors that I go to more often than not, but not choosing to use colors that I wouldn't use kind of like it stunts your growth to me. Like it's stunting my growth. Like I would never pick this color because I wanted to, you know what I mean? And I really like the way the background came out. I really love the color of the background, and I would never have chose it. So I need to get out of that. That's like, maybe that should be like a goal for next year. Getting out of the color Nazi funk. Like, girl, pick a color that you wouldn't normally pick and just go for it. While I'm recording this, I'm also in the middle of doing the ink vent, so I'm not sure when this video will go up, but I bring that up only because doing the ink vent calendar has made me make art with sometimes just one single color if there's nothing in the stationery calendar for me to couple it with, and doing that has challenged me. Kind of like I honestly wanted to do, I'm going all over the place, I know, I'm sorry, but I wanted to do like November, and I just didn't have the time to do it in November. So this is kind of like a November in December thing, I guess. But my whole reason for wanting to do November was to pick colors that I wouldn't usually pick and make art with it. And lo and behold, I got this calendar. I put it on the community tab to see if you guys wanted me to share the opening with you. It wasn't unanimous. There was a couple of people that wanted it like a short version, but everybody wanted to see it. They just didn't want it to be every day. There was a couple that didn't want it every day, but more people wanted it every day, so I did it every day. I'm having fun so far into it, and I've been able to do it every day, thankfully. But it's been very fun. It's a good challenging fun of trying to figure out how, like, what I'm gonna draw first off. And I have a set amount of time that I've given myself, so what I want to draw, how I want to put it out there, how I'm going to make the values of that one color go in a whole bunch of different directions to get across what I'm trying to get across with the piece. And now let's not get it twisted. It's not anything fantastic and magical, and it's not the best piece I've ever made in these Inkvent calendar pieces, but it is absolutely a learning experience every time I've done it, so that's nice. I'm babbling on about the calendar, but to say, picking colors that you wouldn't normally use in a piece will be stressful sometimes, but it will also open your mind and your eye to the possibility or a different way of looking at a piece. And I think that's important. I think it's important for my growth. I don't know if it's important for anyone else's, but I think it's important for my growth, especially because I am always all over the place when it comes to art and supplies and color. Like, I can't make up my mind, and I don't think I want to, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's nice. It was a good push in the right direction. Now, with the glasses, I tried to use the Kuretake paint pen, and it works usually like a freaking boss. But for some reason, I'm thinking that it's because I tried using it on gouache that it didn't want to work properly. And so I just ended up just putting some on a palette and figuring out from there what to do. You know what I mean? And here I messed up on her face, and I'm like, oh no, I'm just gonna have to do the whole thing, because I tried to do a shadow, and honestly, looking back, I could have left the shadow and been okay. But while I was doing the painting, I put the shadow, and it looked like she had a beard. Like, it looks like she was getting a 5 o'clock shadow, and I was like, no, we gotta change this. So yeah. And then I decided to use pencils on this one to finish her up, and I think she came out really pretty. So I'm going to let this finish, and thank you so much for everything, to be honest with you. I appreciate you just clicking on the channel. If you hit like, that I appreciate that too. If you don't, that's okay. If you subscribe to me, thank you. If you're not, that's okay too. Welcome, and I hope I see you again. And I just hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in another one. Peace and love.